Hello everybody, this is kind of like a May channel update and just a general update. So I finally finished a model. This is a Coldstar Commander I picked up a little while ago. And of course I magnetized all the weapons so they're all, production quality never ceases to amaze me. So I painted all the weapons of course, and all separately, and they're all magnetized. And they're all magnetized just like all my other weapons, so I can use everything I have already. Here's the missile launcher, fusion, yeah. I just went with a simple base, and I'm using the flight stand that came with it. It's a little taller than I expected. I might even consider, if I thought about it, I should have cut it down a little bit before gluing it down so the feet were a little closer to the ground, make it a little more practical. But anyway, built the marker light, and there was also had some bits left over, so I was able to use the bits in the kit to make another shield drone, just so I have another one. I've got a shield generator here too. Okay. Yeah, so that's my Coldstar Commander with my very expensive pot of Finris gray paint. And I'm using the subtle highlights of the Atlantean ultramarine blue. Now this color here is the heavy brown from Vallejo, which is equivalent to the old Khemri brown, or yeah, Khemri brown I think is what it's called from Foundation. But the color I actually used was Graveyard Earth on my other models, and I don't think there's an equivalent of that anymore. But anyway, so I'll use this instead on this particular model. Whereas, so it's going to be a little darker than the Graveyard Earth on the other HQ Tau choices I have, because I always painted the HQ choices a little differently than the Lincoln file suits. I'm only adding the blue and brown here. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. It's taken me weeks to get this guy done. I just didn't have the motivation, but now he is done, and I can move on to something else. And the production quality is second to none. It's probably going to be this guy here. I picked this up for $6 from my local game store, used. And so I'm just going to finish him up. He's not very complex, actually, so shouldn't take long. I'll probably get this guy finished up tonight for the most part, except for the basing. I'm probably going to replace this flag thing with a part of a flying stand and just have him floating above the base without the stupid flag thing on it. I hate that. I think it looks stupid. So, but I'll do that after the rest of the guy's painted. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on there. Is this guy is next, and then after that I'm going to probably get back to, I need to do those buggies on their 150 millimeter oval bases. I need to do the bases on those. So I'll be working on that and on this guy and the bases for those at the same time, and once they're based, then I can figure out what kind of weapons options I want to build for them, if any, or I just call them whatever I want. I don't actually have to have the real weapons on there. But yeah, so that's what we're going. So yeah, for some reason, just haven't had much motivation to get anything done. I've got a lot to do that I want to do. I got these guys to do. I got another Ghost Keel and my Storm Surge, which I want painted. I do want to buy a cockpit lid for that Storm Surge though, off Etsy or something. I can get a 3D printed one somewhere that'll just fit over and cover the crew compartment on the Storm Surge. That's probably what I want to do. Give it a slightly different look without a whole lot of modifications. But anyway, it's something I'm going to look into before I paint the Storm Surge. But I also have my flash kits, which so far have been a failure. I wouldn't say a failure, but it's not going quite as like I envisioned it. So they've kind of been put on hold while I've tried to reimagine what I wanted to do. So that is definitely a work in progress on that. But I do still have the 12 bikes I can build and get painted up for to replace my Orca bikes. So I've still got 4 boxes of bikes unopened that I need to break out and start building and getting ready. So that's going to be, and of course I do have all the flags I need. I do have 12 of the Orca flags, and so I'm going to use probably a brass rod instead of plastic rod to put those, to make flag poles for each and every one of them, just so I don't have to worry about them breaking off. And that will I'm very much looking forward to having those Cork and Mortar flags on those new bikes, so I think that'll be awesome. But I have to do that, so I'm going to be working on the buggies first, I think, and then getting into the bikes. I don't really feel like building bikes yet. I want to get those buggies done, do something with them, because they're taking up space. I think they look better on bases anyway, especially since all the vehicles, all the new buggies are based. So that'll give me a chance to do something creative on those. But yeah, now I made a video for this guy, put it away. I might want to play some Tau. I want to play Tau, okay? I've been playing orks nonstop for what, a year now. You notice there was no battle report last week. I got kind of burned out, and I just didn't want to play last week for some reason. It was the first time in like 10 years I've not wanted to play. I did something else that night instead. And so next week you're probably going to see a Tau battle report. I got my Tau, I got my Dark Angels. I got to paint. I want to do the Dark Talon, so I got to paint that. Once the Dark Talon's painted, I might play some Dark Angels for a little while. But I just felt pressure to play my orks, put up ork battle reports, which is kind of taking the fun away from me, because this channel, because my non-ork battle reports get hardly any views at all. No views, no comments. They're just kind of ignored. And so in order to grow my channel, I've been doing the orks exclusively, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to mix in the Tau and Dark Angels, because I want to play. Otherwise, they're just sitting there collecting. Well, they're not collecting dust because they're in containers, but otherwise, they're just sitting there doing nothing. And so you're going to be seeing a lot more Tau battle reports. And once I get some catching up on the other projects, get the Dark Talon painted, you'll probably see some Dark Angels battle reports. Even though the Dark Talon got a little bit re-nerfed, brought back down to normal power level with the beta bolter rules no longer affecting it, but that's okay. Yeah, so that's really all I got to say. So this guy's done finally. I'm going to be working on the buggies, I'm going to be working on the ethereal, and then either the flash kits or the bikes. I haven't decided which yet. Probably the bikes, because the flash kits, I said I need to figure out how I want to do those to make them look right. I got an idea. Anyway, so yeah, any questions or comments, let me know below. I wouldn't mind just feeling whatever questions you want. I've made a post on Twitter. Again, Twitter is my primary source of communication. I don't really use Instagram. I don't really use Facebook for hobby stuff. I don't use Reddit or anything else for the hobby stuff. Mainly just Twitter. My Twitter account is exclusively hobby. My other social media is my personal stuff. So yeah, follow me on Twitter. That's where I do all my updates for the most part. And I occasionally mirror them on the blog. If I need something to type out something longer, I use the blog, which has really not been used very much at all, except for maybe as a complement to the videos or more information in the videos and Twitter posts. But yeah, that's still there. Twitter's still there. Those are my primary forms of communication. Other than that, I guess I'm going to get back to work for a little bit. Yeah, I've just lacked motivation to do anything. My attention span on this hobby stuff has just gone all to heck. I can't even seem to make it through an hour-long TV show anymore, but I have no problem spending 3 to 4 hours concentrating on a printer at work. But spending an hour to watch the episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has just been impossible. So I don't know what's going on, but hopefully focusing on the hobby will get me back to a normal mindset. Yeah, so that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.